What's going on, guys? Welcome to Mustache Betting, place where you become the best betting version of yourself. Let's jump right into the Mustache Betting Week 1 NFL recap, starting with the Thursday Night Football game. I took A.J. Brown over receiving yards. That ended up losing. He was a non-factor. And George Pickens, I took his receptions. He ended up falling about one reception short, I think. So we got swept on the Thursday night game. Then we move on to the Friday night game. Patrick Mahomes over 3.5 rushing attempts was what I took. He easily cashed that. I think he ended on 9 or so. And Ladd McConkey over receiving yards also was an easy cash for him. So we ended up essentially watching the Thursday night and Friday night football game. So then for the Sunday night slate, I took C.J. Stroud over 30.5 pass attempts. That ended up becoming a loss. Jaden Daniels over 42.5 rushing yards. He ended up having 70 or so that was an easy win. And Mike Evans over receiving yards ended up being a loss, unfortunately, as well. So we're down about a unit on that day. And then we move on to yesterday. Aaron Jones, I took his over rushing and receiving yards. He falls about 4 yards short despite having a massive receiving touchdown in the fourth quarter. So that loses. And then we took DeAndre Swift over receiving yards. That lost too, despite having 2 catches for 12 yards in the first quarter. He ended up getting the third catch for 15 yards or so, but then it ended up being reversed on a phantom holding call. But things happen. We're all about transparency on this channel, and I'm certain that we are going to bounce back. We still have so much football to go, and I'm excited for this upcoming Thursday night football game. So today I have for you my 2 best bets for this upcoming Thursday night football. My first bet for Week 2 NFL Thursday Night Football is going to be Matthew Golden of the Packers over receiving yards. I think I got his line for around 35 or so, but it's still pretty priced similarly around that line. Minus 115 at FanDuel for a unit. Matthew in his first game had a whopping 66% snap share, and the Packers, they drafted him in the first round for a reason. Washington defensive schematics involved a man coverage rate of 57%. 57% of the time they were in man coverage. Matthew's very similar to Devonta Smith in my opinion. He's great at creating space and separation and just getting open. He's an excellent route runner, and he capitalizes off one-on-one opportunities very often. So, at least he did in college. The Commanders allowed 3,221 yards through the air last year, and their explosive pass percent was 20%. Jaden Reed was listed as a DNP on Monday, and he still follows a maintenance plan for a Jones fracture in his foot. So he's getting less snaps. Matthew Golden, I think, is going to be able to step up to the opportunity. Additionally, Washington allowed 11 explosive plays of 10 yards or more through the air. And I think Matthew Golden here is going to have himself a game as he becomes more involved in the offense. Give me Matthew Golden here to go over. And if you could, please like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let me know. Do I have a funny looking face? Anything you have to say, leave it down in the comments. Also, make sure you turn on notifications so that you don't miss out on any of my plays. A lot of the lines will move throughout the day, so make sure you're getting the best value. Lock in. Thanks. My second play of the day is going to be Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt over 39.5 rushing yards. What can I say about this guy? 7th round draft pick. Ja'Cory showed elite usage in his last game. He was supposed to start off as the RB2 at the very best, yet with only 33% of the total snap share, he was able to amass 82 rushing yards and average 6.7 power run yards per attempt. This guy missed most of his 2024 season in Arizona, but in 2023, he rushed for 1,200 yards and 17 touchdowns. This guy, he has it in him to be a true power back, and I anticipate that this line will not be low for long. Green Bay did shut down Detroit's run last week, but I believe that was mostly in part due to Detroit's offensive line and not the running backs. In fact, Jahmyr Gibbs barely got any touches. In fact, the last 3 RBs to go up against Green Bay's elite D-line have been Saquon Barkley for 119 yards, DeAndre Swift for 70, and Aaron Jones and Cam Akers for a combined 70 as well. So, it is possible to run against Green Bay, especially with Jaden Daniels allowing for a lot of play action opportunity because of his legs. I expect Ja'Cory to get his fair usage. The Packers allowed 371 rushing attempts last year, the 21st most, and they allow 4.2 rushing yards per man duo attempt. Man duo is a run play that typically involves a double team running play at the point of attack. So it creates a lot of space in the B gap for power runners like Ja'Cory to capitalize on. Ja'Cory, I believe with the Commanders' offensive line, will be able to capitalize off it and find lots of opportunity. So let's take Ja'Cory here to go over his rushing yards. So to recap everything, we have Matthew Golden of the Packers to go over his receiving prop, and then we have Corey Cross-Keep Merritt of the Commanders to go over his rushing prop. That's all I have. I want to keep the volume low starting off week 2 until we get a little bit more data, then we might go a little more heavy. But that is all I have for you today. If you guys could please like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Hopefully we can sweep and bring the dog out next game. And that's all I have for you guys today. Take care.